Alrighty guys, today we're going to be going over events blocks in Scratch today. We've gone through motion, looks, sound, and now we're on events today. So let's just go ahead and get into it. First we have the when flag clicked. So what this one does, so you see we have a flag here, when I click it, nothing happens. Cat just stands there, does absolutely nothing. So to demonstrate how this works, I'm going to use blocks from previous episodes. So I'm just going to use the move 10 steps block as an example. So I have when flag clicked, move 10 steps. Now this is an entire script. So every time I click the flag button, the cat moves 10 steps. It's that simple. You can put a bunch of other random stuff on it, whatever you want. Make it look pretty well. And then when I click the flag, it will do all of this stuff. It's pretty random, but it does the job, so. And after that, we're going to move on to the when space key pressed. You can actually use any key. So here's the options. You have space, up arrow, down arrow, right arrow, left arrow, any key. And then you have the entire alphabet, and then you have numbers from 0 to 9. No symbols, unfortunately, no shift or enter keys, no special control keys, anything like that. You're just limited to these keys because that's what Scratch has it limited to, and we can't help that. So yeah, basically what this does is anytime I click the space button, go to random position there. Anytime I click the space button, the cat will go to a random spot entirely. This also works with any key, so I could just, like if I'm fast typing something, the cat just goes like that. Use left arrow, and then for numbers I can use a 4 key, and it works perfectly. So that's how that is used. Alrighty. Next, this is very important if you want to create some buttons in your Scratch program. When this sprite clicked, every time I click the cat, that thing activates and it does something. So if I click the cat, it'll go to random position. It's just simple stuff for tracking games that you do with your mouse for fun. I'm not going very fast with it, but it should be fine. And you can also use this to hide the cat as well. When the sprite clicked, hide. And that's pretty much all the block is. Next is when backdrop switches to backdrop 1. So if I create multiple backdrops, example here, if I just include a purple square, and then to kill the difference, this will be a green square. So this is backdrop 1, and this is backdrop 2. So if I do when flag clicked, switch backdrop to backdrop 2, and I can either choose between backdrop 1 and backdrop 2. In this case, we're going to use backdrop 2. When backdrop switches to backdrop 2, I can make the cat go to random position. And now the backdrop switches to 2, and the cat goes to a random position. Yes, you can still switch to backdrop 2 even if the backdrop is already on backdrop 2. That is good to note. This code will still run, because you're just saying switch it to this when it already is it. It just skips the code and doesn't do anything. Alrighty, next up, we have the broadcasting. Broadcasting is very, very essential when it comes to scratch coding. This is how sprites communicate with other sprites. So if I'm just going to use the ball in this example, so I can broadcast message 1. What's good about broadcasting is that you can click this new message button right here and title it anything I want to. So if I just say go to random position, I can do when flag clicked, broadcast, go to random position. Now obviously it broadcasts it, but there's nothing receiving it. That's what this block right here is for. When I receive, go to random position. You can communicate this to your sprite to shorten up scripts, or you can communicate this to the ball or any other sprite that you choose to do other stuff. So I could do go to random position, and I'll make the cat go to random position. And fun fact, you can click and drag and hover this over a sprite and it will copy and paste it here. So now I have this code over here, and it says when I receive, go to random position, it will go to random position. So now, when I click the flag, both objects go to random positions. Broadcasting is really fun. It's one of my favorite features, so I hope you use it really well in your coding journey. And yeah, broadcasting is really important. Just so you don't have to do otherworldly complicated stuff. Next up, we have the broadcast message and wait. This is basically the same thing as broadcasting something, but this time it just simply waits. And that's pretty much all it does. You just broadcast it, and it just simply waits. It still works perfectly, but it just waits. It waits for something to happen, and that something can be like waiting for it to receive another message, or waiting for another event to happen, or something like that. Now, I didn't go over one block because it was interfering with the flag clicking. That is this when loudness is greater than 10 block right here, because whenever I have this here, this flag will automatically always be running no matter what you do. I can't click the stop sign at all. So you have the when loudness is greater than 10, go to random position. If I just start clapping, the cat goes to random positions. You can change this as well, so if you hear any noise at all, then I don't know if it works with 1. We also have when timer is greater than 1, but timer is actually for sensing, and we'll get to that later, but not right now. So if you want to see the timer, that will be in the sensing video that will be releasing soon on this channel. When loudness is greater than something, go to random position. Unfortunately, there is no when loudness is less than something. So yeah, that's pretty much it, but you can still find ways to make it work. So when loudness is greater than 20, you can make the cat go basically anywhere. It's pretty cool. But however, just please note for when loudness, you actually have to have either a built-in microphone or a microphone that you bought that is currently installed on your computer. Otherwise, you will not have access to loudness at all, and that will be very unfortunate. Anyways, that's gonna be it for the video. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. I will be releasing the next part of the series, which will be going over control, and control will be very important. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.